Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Aces Field on a Friday night as we are getting ready for varsity football action, week number 9, believe it or not, next to last game in the regular season. Getting ready to get underway shortly. The Aces at home for the last 2 games of the season. Tonight, entertaining the Fairview Apaches, the only team in the GMC that has had perhaps a rougher season than the Aces have themselves. Hi, everybody. I am Bill Murphy from Hicksville Community Television. With me tonight, Chris Warner. He'll be running the camera and overseeing the OBS software as we bring you coverage of tonight's varsity action. Glad to have you with us. I apologize in advance. I know I do not sound my normal, usual melodic self. I'm coming off a couple of days with, sinus infection, a head cold, something. Knocked me for a loop. I was off work even for a little bit. I had to stay home. I was afraid I might be infectious. But feeling better, back here tonight, but I do apologize. I know I don't sound well, and if you do hear me stop talking for a while and hear like a coughing fit in the background, I still have those pop up on me occasionally today. But we'll make do as best we can. Christopher's here. He's got the other headset microphone on. He can always jump in and do a quarter's worth of play-by-play or whatever if I get knocked out. So glad to have you with us. Again, the Aces have taken the field. If you notice, the Aces are wearing the camo tonight. That's courtesy of the Ohio National Guard. And tonight is also band night. And they're also celebrating tonight. Hicksville schools, as you well know, got a tremendous report card. They're rated, I think, one of the top 15. I think they're number 13 in the state. Just a lot of great accolades and accomplishments. So they are celebrating tonight. The superintendent, Mr. Countryman, has arranged for fireworks at the end of the game. So there's going to be a fireworks display, and we think we're going to be able to maybe try to capture some of that. We're not sure. We think we know where they're setting them off. So we'll wait and see, and if we can see them from our broadcast location here in the press box, we'll pass that along to you. But, yeah, fireworks, at least at this point, are still a go. The weather was calling for rain, but last I checked, the rain is not scheduled to hit Hicksville till after 11 tonight. So there might be some concerns with the winds, but it looks like the winds have also died down. It was pretty gusty earlier today. So we'll wait and see, and hopefully they'll be able to get the fireworks off as planned. Thanks to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here tonight. They include our platinum level underwriting supporter, underwriting all of our operations at HIX-TV, and that's ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. I want to thank them so very much, as well as all 3 of our Diamond Level underwriters. Diamond Level underwrites all of our Aces sports coverage on HIX-TV. That includes the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and also online. Check them out at aptmfg.com/careers. And the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio, with a full-service pharmacy to serve you and your family's pharmaceutical needs, over-the-counter medications, medical supplies, and devices as well. The Hicksville Pharmacy in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. So the Apaches, who come into tonight's game with, they're just having a bad year. There's just no two ways about it. The Apaches are 0-8. They're 0-5 in the Green Meadows Conference. The Aces are not doing much better, but they are doing a little better than that. The Aces are 1-7 coming into tonight's game. They are 1-4 in the Green Meadows Conference. They are tied with Paulding for the next to last spot in the GMC. The GMC right now being led, of course, by Antwerp. Antwerp is undefeated, 8-0, and they are 5-0 in the Green Meadows Conference. They're followed by, I think, Edgerton is in second place and 1-7, and then Ayersville are 7-1, and Ayersville is in third place with a 6-2 overall record. But the Apaches will be kicking things off. Their kicker, number 34, is Adam Lashaway. And we're underway. Ball is caught and advanced out to just across the 30-yard line. And that's where the Aces will get things started. It'll be 1st and 10. And looks to be, are they going to put it right on the 30-yard line? Indeed they are. So 1st and 10, Hicksville on the 30-yard line. And we'll see, we'll do the best we can. These numbers are not easy to read with the camouflage jerseys, but we will do our best. Balzer puts a man in motion. He keeps it himself. Brody straight up the middle, and he'll get out to about the 34-yard line. So Balzer gets him a 4-yard gain on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd and 6 for the Aces. Working out of the shotgun. Quick handoff. That's to Green. And Green will get across the 35 out to about the 37. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Aces need to get to the 40-yard line as the line of gain to get a fresh set of downs. So a manageable 3rd down for Hicksville. Crowd's getting riled up. Balzer puts the ball in the air, caught by Klima. Klima to the 49-yard line. Aaron Klima makes the grab and gets the Aces their first down of the night. The senior wide receiver takes it out to the 49-yard line. A little bit of a nip in the air here tonight, but still good football weather. A little overcast, but not bad. Balzer laterals it off, and it's a flea flicker now going down the field, and not quite. Klima couldn't quite manage the one-handed grab. So that'll be an incompletion. That came close to being 6 points, but the ball just a little bit overthrown. Everybody heads back to the line of scrimmage now, and we'll go for it one more time. 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Not sure what the theme is, or even if there is a theme. That's a bad snap. That could be trouble. Balzer's got no option except to try to run that ball down and fall on top of it, which is exactly what he does. They're going to give him the 35-yard line as where he was down and had control of the ball. So that's a big loss. As you just heard, 3rd and 24 now. Not what the Aces had planned, I'm sure, for their 2nd down play. So now they've got a 3rd down and a country mile. Balzer gets the snap. Brody in trouble, and he's going to go down back at the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, and Balzer's going to be dropping back to punt. No doubt about it, as the Apaches, a defense, got the job done there, sniffed that out. They dropped him for another loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and now a 4th and about 30. 4th and 24. No, that's wrong. It's 29. Balzer puts the ball in the air, punts it on 4th down and 29, and it's going to take a nice Hicksville roll, and they'll be downing it at about the 34-yard line of the Apaches. So the Balzer punt, there is no return on a 4th and 29 for the Aces. They get one first down in their first offensive series, but then a bad snap kind of stomped the brakes on that offensive drive. And we'll get our first look at the Apaches offense here tonight. I believe their quarterback is Brevin Williams. He wears number 10. And a quick handoff. About to the line of scrimmage, not much more. Ball carried by number 4, Brett Grine. So Grine gets him back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Looks like they might give him a yard, so we'll call it 2nd and 9. Williams will work out of the shotgun. Drop back, looks downfield, ball in the air. It's going to be overthrown and incomplete. Intended receiver was number 32, Caden Kern. And it was about 2 or 3 yards in front of Kern, so no chance of that being caught. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 now for the Apaches. Aces able to get their substitution in and clear the field, so they only got 11 guys out there. Williams hang on to the ball himself, tries to pitch it out. It's loose, it's scooped up. Almost a fumble recovered by the Aces, but Brett Grine was able to scoop the ball up off the turf and advance it a couple of yards, so that's well shy of the yardage needed to move the chains. So 4th down and about 8 coming up for the Apaches, and it looks like the punting squad is going to come out. It looks like Lashaway going to be doing the punting for them. He's dropping back. So Langham and Balzer are the deep men for the Aces. Lashaway, nice snap. Gets his foot into it. It's going to come down to Langham. Langham makes the grab. Good shift move. Langham on his feet across midfield. Langham to the 45-yard line of the Apaches, and then he'll get knocked out of bounds. So a nice return from Langham gives the Aces pretty good field position to start this next offensive drive. So it'll be 1st and 10 Aces. 7:13 still to go here in quarter number 1. Almost got them to go, but they hold their line. Balzer gets the snap, hands it off to Green. Green, little shake and bake, and he'll dive forward for a couple. Still no score here early in the first quarter. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Our live coverage of week number 9 of the high school football campaign. Hard to believe volleyball sectionals start next week. We'll talk more about that as we get some time a little bit later in the coverage. Balzer, ball in the air, Klima, and a flag is thrown. The defender was number 3, DeAndre Hastings. DeAndre might have got in there a little too soon. It looked to me like both of them were going for the ball, but I'm not on the field with a striped shirt. We'll wait and see what the official, and it's going to be pass interference on the defense. That will advance the ball to the 27-yard line, the 28-yard line, excuse me, where it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Aces. So Hicksville 1st and 10 from the Fairview 28-yard line. After the defensive pass interference call, Balzer going to hang on to himself. Brody, nice hole right up the middle. He'll get inside the 20. They'll bring Brody down at about the 18-yard line. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. If they give him the full 10, they do. they'll move the chains, and it'll be 1st and 10 Aces now from the 18-yard line of the Apaches. Man in motion for Balzer. He'll hand it off to Langham. No, he does. He keeps it himself. He even fooled me. That was a good fake. And Balzer's going to dive ahead to about the 15-yard line. Just inside, as a matter of fact. So the Aces will break huddle. They've got a 2nd and 7. Look at him in the face now from the Aces 14-yard line. Another quarterback keeper for Balzer. Not much happening that time. He might have got a yard. We'll see. Brody tried to take it right up the spout, and the hole closed as soon as he started moving forward. Looks like no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now for the Aces. Four minutes to go here in quarter number 1. A 3rd and 7 for the Aces in the red zone, or the Apaches, at the Fairview 14-yard line. George Green powering forward down to the 10. That'll be a gain of about 5, and Green will set him up with a 4th and 2 now from the 10-yard line. Aces, no doubt, in 4-down territory here. Balzer is going to get taken down. He's not going to make it. The Fairview defense holds, and the Aces turn it over on downs at about the 10-yard line. Balzer tried to turn the corner, and they got him right at about the 10. So no gain on the play on 4th and 2. And Fairview gets the ball back. 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. The Apaches 90 yards between them and pay dirt. Brevin Williams under center. Williams hands it off. Not much there, maybe a couple yards, a yard or 2. The ball carried again by number 4, Brett Grine, and Grine might have got him a couple. They're going to give him a yard on the carry, 2nd and 9. Up to the line they come again. Williams going to work under center. And taken down in the backfield for a loss. Again, Grine got the handoff, but the Aces sniffed that one out, and they'll drop him back. They're going to say that he managed to get back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and no, they're going to give him a yard loss. So 3rd and 10 coming up for the Apaches. As we go under 2 minutes here in quarter number 1. Brevin Williams drops back to pass. Williams puts the ball in the air. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Aces. Still on his feet. And down to about the 10-yard line. Number 18, Owen Stuckey with the INT. Can't quite pull off the pick 6, but that's okay. He'll return it to the 10-yard line and set the Aces up with 1st and goal. I guess it's not a first and goal. They can actually get a first down if they just get inside the 1 yard line. Okay. Balzer rolling out. Balzer, ball in the air, caught. Headed towards the end zone, shakes a tackle. Touchdown, Aces. That's Stuckey again, I do believe. Number 18 takes it into the end zone and puts the Aces up 6-0 here with 1:21 to go. And the extra point attempt pending. Oscar Camacho puts it up and good. Camacho splits the uprights. He just got he got a mention today from the school. I think he was the latest member of for the 200-pound. There's a 200-pound club or 200-pound so many lifts. Yeah, he got some recognition for that from the school today, and he splits the upright, so he'll get some recognition from us tonight. And the Aces will go up 7-0. Again, 1:21 to go here in quarter number 1. So we'll get ready for the Aces to kick it off for the first time tonight. And give the Apaches offense another crack at the football. Had a tough day at work, all stiff or something?
Yeah, rough day on the bus.
Wow.
It's a tough time riding 45 minutes there on the bus, 45 minutes back.
Well, you don't have to do it for much longer. All right. Camacho gets the ball teed up, ready to go. Gets his foot into it, and it heads towards the sideline. Caught on the far side. That's number 3, I do believe. DeAndre Hastings. And Hastings will get the ball out to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 36. We'll see where the official spot is. And they're going to put the nose of the football right on the 35-yard line, and that's where the Apaches will set up for business, 1st and 10. The 1:15 to go in quarter number 1. Quick handoff and powering it ahead for a couple. Grime will get out to about the 38. So it'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Apaches. And we'll see, they should be able to get at least another play in before the quarter wraps up. Williams handoff, nothing doing. The Aces catch him right at the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard. It was Grine again, and Grine picks him up another yard maybe. 3rd and a long 7, or a short 7, or 3rd and 6. Officially 3rd and 6 on the scoreboard, so we'll go with that. And with under 10 seconds, we'll see if they get this play off or if that'll be the end of the first quarter. I think we're going to go to the quarter break here. And we will. So we've played the first 12 minutes of varsity football here at Aces Field tonight. And after one quarter, it's the homestanding Aces leading the Fairview Apaches 7-0. Want to take some time to say a big thank you to one of our diamond level underwriting supporters, underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television, and that's APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. They're located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, a world-class facility. Our good friends, Tony Nicewander and the entire gang at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Ready to get back into action now. Again, it is a 3rd and 6 for the Apaches at their own 38-yard line. Brevin Williams under center. Williams pitches it back to Grime. Grime angles forward. He's going to get a couple more yards, but not enough. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about a 4th and 3. So decision time for the Apaches. It's the ball on their own 42-yard line. They're down, but only by 7. And it looks like they are switching out personnel. That smart move would say this is the time to punt the ball. Lashaway again out on the field, and he is indeed dropping back to punt. Langham will go back deep for the Aces. Here comes the punt. It's a high parabola. And it'll come down and take a nice Fairview roll, and then it'll take a Hicksville bounce. And it'll finally be downed by the Apaches at the Hicksville 32-yard line. Hey, we'll take the opportunity, to welcome all of our Fairview fans who are watching our live stream broadcast tonight. We're glad to have you with us. Hope you are enjoying our coverage here on the Hicksville YouTube channel. Our pleasure to bring you the coverage for free. And we appreciate all of our viewers from all around. One of the best things about doing these games is we get to broadcast to other people from other communities around Northwest Ohio. And some of you stay with us, so we must be doing something right.
Yes.
So, again, for any Apaches fan who has joined us for the live stream tonight, again, we welcome you to our coverage. You're on the short end of the scoreboard right now, but there's still a lot of football left to be played tonight.
And not only from Northwest Ohio area, but I mean, you have also met some people who have wrote us emails or comments saying from other countries even.
Yeah, other states, all over the place. 2nd and 5 for the Aces. I know we missed a play, but we were talking about something. A handoff, and that's to Green. Green, strong run for George as he gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line, and it'll give the Aces a manageable 3rd down. 3rd and about 1. So 3rd and 1. Balzer checking the sideline for the sign. Balzer hands it off, and that's Green again, and Green loses the football. Green had the 1st down, and then he got stripped of the ball at about the 46, 47-yard line, and the Apaches recover.
I did not mess
Brevin
up.
Williams, their quarterback, is the guy that got his hand in there and stripped the football from Green. They said Green had a full head of steam, and he was past the line of gain, and he was ready to head. He had open field in front of him. Then all of a sudden, it was like, hey, where'd the football go? He turned around, and to his horror, it was on the turf with Brevin Williams falling on it for the Apaches. So a turnover, the 2nd of the night. Now it's 1 each. Ball lost and recovered. As to see if the Apaches can take advantage of the fumble here. Williams pitches it out, lowering his shoulders, and a nice run. So that'll give them a good 7-yard catch, one of their best plays from scrimmage tonight on offense. And they're going to give it to him again, and this time he'll churn his legs, and again, it's Drayden Grinnell Dennis. So he's got a hyphenated last name. Grinnell Dennis will get them their first down of the night. So 1st and 10 for the Apaches, looking to draw even on the scoreboard. And Dennis is going to get the carry again. And he's going to power forward again. And they finally drag him down. Grinnell Dennis, where has he been so far tonight? Because he's carried the ball now, I think three times in a row? Or
yes.
4 times in a row. And, man, he's moved the football. He's got him a 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line.
He's also took a lot of the aces with him.
No kidding.
George Green, I have to say, might have some competition now.
Yeah, he's 6'3" and 175 pounds. And a timeout.
Aces might want to talk about how are they going to deal with this.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out a way to try to solve the Grinnell Dennis problem here. Drayden Grinnell Dennis. And like I said, they've just given him the ball, and he has just been, I don't know, just like a workhorse. Nobody's been able to stop him. It takes him a while to get enough bodies on him to finally drag him down, I guess. So 1st and goal for the Apaches. As you can see, the spirits have picked up considerably over on the other side of the field. It's like Grinnell Dennis might have just solved some of their offensive woes for this game tonight. So the Aces make some defensive adjustments during that timeout. That's the first timeout called by either team in this first half. 8:23 to go before halftime. I'll give you a quick preview, too. You know, I do the announcing for the Aces Pride Marching Band at the halftime, and it's band night tonight, so there might be like a special performance type thing happening as part of the halftime show tonight.
Well, I'll have my work cut out for me.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill, there's Chief Kramer from the fire department here as well, supporting the Aces.
Oh, that's good. There was some kind of a big call out earlier today, so hopefully they got that situated and everything is okay. We don't have any information, so
no.
don't message Christopher wanting to know what's going on, because we do not know.
I'm just like everybody else. I have to wait for the information to come out.
All I know is that as we were heading down to the stadium today, there was a lot of vehicles, both marked and volunteers that were en route to the fire station or heading off somewhere. We do not know what or anything along. We have no information, and it doesn't matter because we're here for football.
Yes, football.
Williams under center. Williams rolling out. He's got the ball himself. Williams heading towards the end zone. I don't think he made it. Brevin Williams gets him closer. He'll get it down to the 2-yard line where it will be 3rd and goal for the Fairview Apaches. So here come the Aces, 2 yards away from tying this one up. Williams, long count, snap, handoff, and they give it to Grinnell Dennis, as if there would be any doubt if you needed somebody to be able to power ahead for 2 yards. Grinnell Davis gets the job done into the end zone, and it's a 7-6 game. So we'll see what the Apaches want to do on the conversion attempt here. And it looks like they're going to bring out Lashaway to kick the extra point. Holder is going to be their quarterback, Williams. Brevin Williams handles the snap, That's a good-looking kick. Wow. Lashaway's got a leg on him. He splits the uprights. No problemo. And then we've got a tied football game, 7-7, with 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go before halftime. Bill and Chris, glad to have you here with us. I'm sorry. I just got a text from my daughter. My daughter is traveling. She has a job interview, and she's going to be touring a facility or whatever. So she just texted to let me know that she arrived safely. So I was reading the text, and I didn't realize I was singing along to the song. So that's the way it goes.
You get caught up in the moment.
Yeah. At least I'm better than you. When Chris does that, the songs that he sings, you can't. They're not fit for broadcast. I wonder what you listen to on your iPod. My goodness.
My iPod.
Well, whatever you young whippersnappers call your listening devices now.
You know, to be honest, I don't know what we call them. We just use our phones.
Yeah,
we don't really have a. We don't have a dedicated.
Well, I call it. I listen to my phone, so I guess that's what you could say too.
I mean, we don't have MP3 players or any of those things.
Yeah, I know it's not that Marvel franchise where the guy got the Zune.
Anyways, let's focus on the.
Yeah, we're ready. Okay, they've got themselves ready to kick it off, so we're going to focus back in on football now. Lashaway gets his leg into it, a nice kick. Scooped up into the 8-yard line, and that's Langham. Langham working through traffic, and he'll be knocked down with a little bit of authority. At about the 25-yard line, excuse me. He got a pretty good poppy into that run. He bounced right back up. So 1st and 10 for the Aces at the 25-yard line. And here we go, Brody Balzer. He's following Green, and Balzer across the 30. He faked the handoff to Green and then just tucked right in behind George and followed him out to about the 30, just past the 30-yard line. I was worried for a moment there. One of the officials inadvertently dropped the change of possession marker, so I was kind of worried that maybe the ball had popped out.
I almost called it a flag, but then I looked and I was like, nope, it's orange. I haven't done that in a little while.
Yep, you've gotten
been a
better.
few games. I think actually it tricked up you last game. I rubbed off on you.
Well, maybe I'll have some fun and we'll do our next game in black and white, and then you can really be confused. Ball in the air and tipped. Williams saved what probably would have been a touchdown if that ball had been caught. Intended receiver was Dave Taylor, and Taylor looked like he had a pretty good chance of catching that ball if it hadn't been for Williams getting his mitt on it. And that deflected it just enough. So 3rd and 5 now for the Aces. As they're going to reset once again. Again, 4 wide receivers out, 2 on either side of the line. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper from Balzer. And that's going to be a loss of about a yard or so. He'll be brought down at the 30. That'll bring up 4th down, and they're going to give him actually forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. So 4th and 5 for the Aces, and here comes the punt team. Again, Balzer drops back for the kick, but again, he is the quarterback too. But this time he does put his foot to it. It's going to take an Aces roll, a nice one too, down to the 20-yard line. That's where Hicksville will down the ball. And that's where the Apaches will take over on offense. Coach Lucas Smith making his way down the field. John McCord, of course, the head coach on the other side of the gridiron for the Fairview Apaches. his, I think this is his first, I think this is Coach McCord's first year with Fairview. I may be wrong, but maybe it's his second. But he's a younger, newer coach. At the Hicksville 49-yard line. Ah. Williams rolling out, ball in the air, has got a man, caught. Heading for the end zone, this could be trouble for the Aces. It's number 3, DeAndre Hastings. DeAndre takes it into the end zone, touchdown Fairview. So the Apaches having a good night tonight. Looking to maybe pick up their first win of the season at the expense of the Aces. Well, the attempt is unsuccessful. Well, I want to let you know that evidently our MiFi, or the Wi-Fi, is acting up. So Christopher may be attempting to see if he can switch from one to the other without interrupting the live stream, or are you just going to wait till halftime?
Yes, I'm going to wait till halftime, or if there's like a timeout or something where I get a good time.
Like right now?
Perfect, yeah. Actually,
All right,
let me do that
let's
real
see
quick.
Let's see if you lose.
All righty, I think we are back here.
Okay, good. Yep.
Said reconnection successful, so I'm assuming
All
we're
right.
back on.
For some reason, we disconnected from the school has their own Wi-Fi here, and for some reason we disconnected from ours and connected to theirs, which computers.
Technology.
Yeah. All right, 13-7 after the failed 2-point conversion attempt by the Apaches, and Lashway getting ready to kick it back off to the Aces once again. Low kick, and it's going to get scooped up at the 15-yard line. Langham across the 20, Langham across the 30, Langham towards the sideline, and he gets it. They collar him up around the ankle, and they hamstring him, and he has to sort of hop one-legged out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So a good return from Brant Langham gives the Aces pretty good field position to start off this offensive series. They're down by 6, and they have just under 5 minutes to work with before halftime. Well, the cheerleaders look happy that cheer squad invested in those sweatshirts this year.
Yes, very happy.
Balzer hangs on to it himself, takes it across the 45 to about the 47, and a late flag comes in at the end of the play.
Okay, I was 95% sure that was a flag.
Yeah, the flags are the bright yellow ones.
Yes.
So it's going to be a face mask against the Apaches. It's not the personal foul face mask. It's the 5-yard variety, but that'll still move the ball across midfield. They'll put it down at the Fairview 48-yard line, where it will be second and about 2.
Which the chain game is still saying first, which that should be a second.
Well, yeah, it should be second down because it was either way. 2 yards to go for a first down. Balzer split backs on either side. Brody dumps it over the middle. Langham almost catches it. It was a little too high. And Langham was lucky that the ball hit the turf because he sort of tipped it. We've been watching enough volleyball to know that sometimes you tip it up in the air like that, someone can come underneath and catch it. So that'll bring up, well, I guess 2nd and 2. It still says now it's 3rd and 2. Okay. There's a discrepancy between the scoreboard and the chain gang, but we're going to go with the scoreboard. 3rd and 2. Balzer gets him to flinch, but nobody jumps. Handoff. Nope, I take that back. Balzer held on to it himself, and he'll get him the first down. Thought he handed it off to George Green, but Balzer held on to the ball himself. And he'll take it down to the 43-yard line, where it'll be first down, Hicksville. 4:14 and the clock rolling. So the Aces looking to get things more even on the scoreboard. Balzer puts it up. Klima makes the grab, and he'll be taken down, looks like inside the 5-yard line. And that'll set up a 1st and goal for the Aces with 3:59 to go. Aaron Klima makes the grab. They're going to mark him down on the 4-yard line. So like a 39-yard reception. Balzer, jump pass, caught. Good. Touchdown, Hicksville. Dave Taylor makes the grab in the end zone. And it's a touchdown for the Aces. We're tied at 13, and here comes number 15, Mr. Camacho. Oscar seeing if he can split the uprights on this end of the field to give the Aces a lead. Ball down, kick up, looking good. It's a low one, but it gets across the crossbar between the uprights. And the Aces go up by 1 point, 14-13, with 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go before halftime. So Hicksville getting ready to kick the ball off, and the Apaches will go back on offense. And I wonder if we're going to see Mr. Grinnell Dennis running the football for Fairview as we near halftime.
You all good there? Just doing some adjustments?
I had an itch in my ear.
Yeah, those are the worst when you wear
Every now
headphones.
and then when you got the headsets on and you get a little itchy feeling in your ear, the only way you can do it, you got to pop the headphones off and
try not to
scratch your ear a little bit.
Yeah.
The thing is, as we do broadcasting, a lot of times if we have something that we need to work on, or if we have it, we'll take the headphones off. Sometimes that can be indicative of something not working right. So that's what Christopher was wondering what was going on. Oh, my goodness. So that was a line drive kick, and it popped one of the Fairview players. I don't know if that was number 6, Dawson Signs, that took the shot to the chops. But they fell on the ball, which means that really great field position. That was almost like an onside kick. So, or a squib kick. So the Apaches, give them credit, fell on the ball and gave themselves some pretty darn good field position to start this drive. Williams will come up under center.
Had to take a shot at it, but he got a great field position out of it.
Hands it off to Grinds. Grinds is stiff arm, and he's going to lose a couple. Had both Grinds and Grinnell Dennis in the backfield with him. Gave the ball to Grinds, and Grinds loses a yard when all is said and done to bring up 2nd and 11. Williams hands it off. And that was number 32. That was Lashaway. Excuse me, that was Kern that carried the ball. The ball popped loose, but the officials say it was after he was down. So all the Aces were indicating a turnover, but that's not the case. So 3rd and 11 now for the Apaches. Handoff, and that again is to Grimes. He's going to get back to maybe the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down. Grimes will get him maybe a yard or two. It's going to be 4th and 9.
See a lot of band members in the stands here working on their trumpets and trombones and getting the mouthpieces checked and
getting ready. The Fairview, I think it's the Fairview Band of Pride that will be performing first here this evening, and then our own Aces Pride will follow that.
Followed by the middle school and high school concert bands. I remember back when I had a band night. It's a really good experience for the younger band members. It gives you a little bit of experience what it's like to be in the marching band. You also get to, not going to spoil it, you get to play some interesting songs. My year we got to play All Star, which was good.
I said I was going to get a little mad at you because you sort of just spoiled part of the surprise I was talking about earlier, but at least you didn't spoil everything.
Yes.
So anyway, 4th and 9 coming up as a timeout taken by the Apaches. See what they're going to do. I think the Aces were anticipating a punt, but then again, 1.5 minutes. Ball on their side of the field, but not by much. So we'll see what they decide to do here. Smart money, of course, would be on punting it and pinning the Aces deep and just making sure that they don't add to that 1-point lead before the half, and then come out and be basically in pretty much a tie game to start. And the Apaches will get the ball to start quarter number 3. Lashaway, nice kick. And it takes a Hicksville bounce down by the Apaches at the 36-yard line. So 36 yards. All right, so 1:23 to go. And the Aces back on offense at their own 36-yard line. Brody Balzer dropping back, wanting to throw it. Looking downfield, nothing there. Now he's being chased, and he's going to throw it away. So Balzer tosses that one into the sidelines and brings up 2nd and 10. Good defense by the Fairview Apaches. There was just nothing downfield for Balzer to work with.
The Aces sideline cheering on number 76 who caught that ball in the sidelines. He got the catch, not the one they were wanting, though.
Yeah. Owen Joyner, number 76. Balzer, again, looking to throw, fakes it. Pump fake, then Buddy tucks it under and takes off. Brody, first down yardage, still on his feet. Brody across midfield, and he'll be down at about the 48-yard line of the Apaches. The 1:10 to go. They'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains, and they'll start it right back up again. Here we go. Balzer in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Ball in the air. Caught. Up the sideline and out of bounds. About a yard or two shy of moving the chains. Bring up second down and about 2, 2nd and 2. as they get the ball down to the Apaches' 40-yard line. Another pass to the sideline, another step out, and that'll be good enough for a first down. Klima makes the grab, steps out of bounds, and that'll move the chains. Outs they can work with. Balzer going for the whole enchilada, and incomplete. Klima, the intended receiver, he was a little overthrown, and it looked like there might have been a danger of getting intercepted, but the ball winds up falling to the ground, and they'll bring it back for a 2nd and 10. So here we go, 44 seconds before halftime. Balzer with the snap. Brody dropping back. Another quick hitter out to the sideline. Klima makes the grab, steps out of bounds. He'll pick up another 7-8 yards on that pass. Yeah, give him a gain of 7, make it 3rd and 3. Ball down to the 28-yard line. And another one to the sideline and another step out. But again, another about a 7-yard pickup, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces. They only take about 4 seconds off the clock. So this has been very effective as they've been able to move down the field about 7-8 yards at a time, pick up first downs, step out of bounds to stop the clock. They still have their 2 timeouts. 36 seconds to go, and already at the 22-yard line. And he's going to go for the end zone again, and a collision and incidental contact. That was Williams that was guarding Klima, and they both hit the turf. They both pop up. Incomplete, and 2nd and 10 with 30 seconds to go. Balzer rolling out. Balzer throws the ball and almost intercepted.
That's about as close as you can get to an interception there.
Caden Kern had the ball right in front of him, bobbling it, and just could not get it under control. Goes out of bounds with the ball not in control, and he knew that. As soon as he knew he was out of bounds, he just gave up and
let it hit the ground.
Yep, 3rd and 10 now.
With 23 seconds left in the half.
Brody Balzer works out of the shotgun, puts a man in motion. Balzer dropping back, ball in the air, and it's picked off. That time, Caden does get his interception. Kern picks it off. Balzer's luck runs out. And the Apaches pick up their 2nd turnover of the night. They've now recovered a fumble and intercepted a pass. So they'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 9-yard line with 16 seconds to go in the half and 2 timeouts to work with, should they choose to. We'll see what they're going to do, if they're going to try to make something happen here, or if they'll be kind of content to maybe go into the locker room just down by 1. We're about to find out. Williams under center. Williams with the snap. Quick handoff. Powering straight ahead. Ball carried by Giebers. Dylan Giebers. And Giebers will get it out to about the 15-yard line. And that'll be the end of the half. So they run a play, and that'll be it. We've reached halftime. And at the intermission, it's the homestanding Hicksville Aces leading the visiting Fairview Apaches by 1 point, 14-13, halftime score. And as the as the bands get ready to take the field, we'll take some time to say another big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters, and that's the Hicksville Pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Your good neighbor pharmacy with a full pharmacy to serve your and your family's pharmaceutical needs. They also offer medical supplies, over-the-counter medications, and more. You can stop in for greeting cards, candles, sundries, Ohio State, Michigan items. They'd love to see you, and we can't thank them enough again for their continued support. The Myers family, just great supporters of Hicksville and Hicksville Community Television. Want to thank them so very much. And, hey, if you'd like to find out about maybe getting a flu shot, COVID booster, or anything like that, you can give them a call at 419-542-6218. Again, that's 419-542-6218. They'd love to see you stop by and see for yourself. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Well, the Fairview band is taking the field, and Chris and I are going to step aside for a bit. Enjoy the halftime entertainment, and, of course, Christopher and I will be back, and we'll have all the exciting second-half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fairview Marching Band of Pride is under the direction of Miss Carrie Rosania, Miss Julie Bayless, and Major Advisor Mrs. Jackie Singer. We start our show with the Bachman-Turner Overdrive anthem, Taking Care of Business. Senior Majorette Alicia Boyd to Chicago's Super Duper Mega Hit 25 or 624. what happens when you turn that beat around? We close our show with the disco classic, Turn the Beat Around.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep your seats as the Aces Pride Marching Band presents their 2022 halftime show, Behind the Mask. Tonight, the masked marvels come out to play as the band presents the mysterious, heroic, and macabre music of the darkened theater. We begin our performance this evening with a marvel of superhuman strength, agility, endurance, and the ability to stick to the flying walls of all land surfaces. Also a special spider set that warns of incoming danger. He is intellect specializing in chemistry and invention. It's the Spider-Man. Marble, who sponsors the first portion of our show tonight, was originally introduced as a ruthless vigilante, but evolved into a character with a stringent moral code and strong sense of justice. With no superpowers, this masked hero relies on his intellect, fighting skills, wealth, and stealth. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. It's Batman. And they are ready to rock your socks off. Please welcome them to the field. The 8th grade marching band and the 7th and 8th grade band join forces to perform a tune from the blockbuster hit Top Gun. Hold on to your hats as we take the highway to the Danger Zone. School Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Zach Kohlmeyer. He's a song artist directed by Miss Ashley Long. The band would like to give a special thank you to our 7th and 8th grade band for joining us this evening. And also to Ashley Doctor, Steve and Teresa Evans, and Mrs. Brian Brewster for their assistance with the band tonight. I'm HIX-TV's Bill Murphy. It's been a pleasure, man. Have a good night.
Once again, that 50-50 ticket is a red ticket. If you have that ticket, report here to the front of the press box. Red ticket 674043. 674043. Just a reminder, there will be fireworks immediately following the game.
We welcome you back to the press box here at Aces Field as we are getting ready to get the second half of varsity football for this evening underway shortly. I'm Bill Murphy along with Chris Warner. Thank you for joining us here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Hope you're enjoying our live coverage tonight. As we get ready for the second half, hey, we do want to pass along. We do not have anything absolutely official, but we've heard from some reliable sources that today was the first day of the state golf tournament being played down at the Gray course at the Ohio State University Golf Club. And Kenzie Schrader, of course, from Hicksville, is down there playing. We heard that she unofficially she shot an 80 today. We don't know whether that's true or not, and that she was in the top 15. We heard she was in the top 15. We also heard that she was tied for 12th. So put the asterisk by that because, again, we have not heard anything officially yet from either the golf team or any of the coaches or from the OHSAA. That's just unofficial, but it came from a pretty reliable source. So we want to congratulate Kenzie for having a good first day. And, of course, the tournament will continue, and she'll play her second round on Saturday. So I'm sure I join with all of you in wishing Kenzie the very best of luck at the state golf tournament on Saturday. And hopefully we'll get some results to be able to pass along to you at some point during the day on Saturday as well. Aces will be kicking off to the Apaches to start quarter number 3. And Fairview was, I don't know, they had a couple series where they played really, really well. And then they had other times where they were just sort of stuttering. So they're like either hot or cold. The Aces have been fairly consistent. And again, it's a 1-point lead at halftime for the Aces, 14-13, as we get ready to get the third quarter underway. Bill and Chris, again, glad to have you with us. I hope you will enjoy the coverage tonight. As, again, we're working towards an explosive finale with fireworks tonight. Ooh, a short kick. And that's just a little pooter that gets down, and then they're going to say the Aces are saying they got it, and they do. Oh, my goodness. It was just this little dying swan of a kick, and it bounced down, and it was rolling towards the 35-yard line, and it looked like there was no problem with the Apaches being able to keep that ball under control, but evidently one of the Aces got in there and snatched the ball away. So that's a takeaway for Hicksville. And they'll have the ball to start the third quarter, 1st and 10 from the Fairview 37-yard line. My goodness. We're not going to argue with that at all. Balzer dropping back to throw. Brody puts the ball in the air, caught by Klima. Klima working into the 25-yard line, and he'll be brought down about the 23. Nice catch for Aaron Klima. So first down for the Aces. Looking to maybe add to their 1-point lead. Balzer dropping back. Ball in the air again, and again caught by Klima. And taken out of bounds, not quite to the 15-yard line. And that quick pass to the sideline to Klima has turned out to be a pretty good play for the Aces here tonight, as they've been very successful. They usually only get like 6 to 8 yards each time, but they are able to do it consistently and move it down the field. I've never seen a man eat his own sweatshirt before. Wow. Christopher's hungry. Balzer over to the other side of the field now. Caught, turning the corner. And that was Langham making the grab, and Langham's going to move the chain. I was teasing Christopher because he was chewing on the drawstring of his hoodie. That's another first down for the Aces. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for Hicksville. See if they can punch another one in here. Christopher shaking his head. He doesn't think so? What?
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh. Balzer keeps it himself. Rockets forward, down near the 5. They'll mark him down at the 6-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and goal. Oh, the cowboy hat lights up. We were commenting on a cowboy. I mean,
oh my gosh, it does.
I don't know what the theme is or if there is one for the student section, but there's a lot of people wearing 10-gallon hats.
All right, so once we're done with this play here,
yeah, it's sort of like
I'll get a shot of it. Because that's worth getting a shot.
It's like the Rhinestone Cowboy or the Electric Horseman or something. All right, Balzer. High snap, but he controls it. Brody puts the ball in the air and throws it behind the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
All right, now I got a chance here. I'm gonna show the people the cowboy hat. That's a little bit worth.
Yeah, it's looking right at us right now.
Yeah, Tatum Sheets. There you go. It lights up.
There we go.
I think it's a Western was the theme.
Might be.
All right, now back to football. We every time we see something cool, we point it out in the Hicksville student section. Sometimes they bring things that amaze us.
Usually, we'll get to it after this play. Balzer with the snap. Brody hangs on to it himself. He's got an open corner heading towards the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown to Hicksville. Aces Balzer carries it in from 6 yards out. And that's going to make it a 20-13 game, pending the extra point. Now the Aces go for 2 here and successfully complete a 2-point conversion. It'll be a 9-point game or a 2-possession game. But it looks like they're going to have Camacho set up to kick the ball, which will put the Aces up by 8. And it looks good. It is. So the Aces increase their lead. It's still just a one-possession game, though, as they lead the Apaches now by 8, 21-13. Now, I was going to say, in years past, they've started the football season a week earlier this season. So usually the last game of week number 10 would always be just about Halloween weekend. It would either be the weekend of Halloween or right before Halloween. And so we would always have fun because you would be able to spotlight all of the bizarre costumes and stuff that the kids would wear in the student section for Halloween. But this year, like I said, they moved everything up a week. So week number 10 is actually going to be next week, which is the week before Halloween weekend. So, which isn't to say they still might do some, who knows what they're going to come up with. But yeah, we are a week ahead of what it has been in the past. I don't know if that's because they wanted to expand the playoffs, but I'm sure they had a good reason. Aces up 21-13, looking to notch their second victory of the season here tonight. The Apaches only down by 1 score, looking to put their first X in the win column for this season. Been a rough year for the Apaches. And they're going to go down swinging, I am sure. Caught back at about the 20-yard line. Nice return, diving ahead near the 40. Ball carried by number 11, that's Jonathan Hoffman. Hoffman will get him out to, we'll see how far they give him forward progress. Looks like they might give him the actual 40-yard line. We'll wait for the official position. Yep. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Apaches. On the 40-yard line, as I have a little coughing fit, I apologize. Williams gives the football. And that was, again, to their workhorse, number 24, Grinnell Dennis. Dennis able to get a couple of yards on the carry to make it 2nd and 8. So the Apache's going to huddle things up. Getting serious now. Christopher's putting on the gloves.
It's getting a little cold up here.
Okay, I thought you were going to try to conceal your fingerprints if you're contemplating doing something criminal.
I was going to say questionable, but I guess that works too.
No, he's a good kid. I'm teasing him. So, 3rd down and 4 now after the carry.
Bill, next week we might have to break out the space heater.
That's true. We'll see.
So we can at least use it once this season.
That is true. We've been very lucky this year. We haven't had any
really
icy cold, rainy nights or whatever. No snow, so.
That's good.
Williams turns around, and that's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. His intended receiver, number 9, Abram Schinninger. Schinninger tried to get back to the ball, but diving catch, it hits the turf, and it'll be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th and 4. And it looks like the punt team coming back out for the Apaches. Lashaway back to handle the kicking. Langham, the deep man for the Aces. It's going to come down well in front of Brody. It's going to bump into, well, if it's supposed to be where it touched the Fairview player, it touched the Fairview player on its first bounce. So it should be, somewhere around the 28, 29-yard line. That's where it bounced up and hit the Fairview Apache player. So it looked like he didn't down it until he was inside the 25, but like I said, it had bounced up and hit him before that. So looks like they're going to say the 27-yard line, first and 10, Hicksville. Again, wearing the camo jerseys tonight, courtesy of the Ohio National Guard. Or no, was it the National Guard or the Army Reserve?
Is going to be the Army National Guard.
Army National Guard. Okay, there we go. I knew it was something. I knew it was a combination of those two. I knew I didn't say it right. The Army National Guard, it's a program that they have where they come around to various schools and they provide some neat camo jerseys. So
there's also a National Guardsman here at the game. He was over by the end zone watching. Yep. Also high-fiving the players as they came out of the tunnel at the beginning of the game.
There we go. So fun night for the players.
I know George Green and I had an interesting conversation. I asked him, are you going to try and hide in the field? He told me maybe.
That one's blown dead. And Coach Smith out on the, it's going to be delay a game against the Aces. Coach Smith out on the field. He was not happy about something. I couldn't tell whether he was yelling at his players or the official, but he was heated up about something. Back on the sidelines, and we're all set and good to go here. It'll be now second and about 12. Balzer puts the ball in the air, caught by Klima. Klima at the 30-yard line. They got him around the ankles, and that's where he'll go down. So Klima will get some of that lost yardage back, and it'll bring up third down. And that'll be at about the 31-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Aces. Clock running, 7:15 to go here in quarter number 3. Balzer puts the ball in the air again. Another catch by Klima. Klima across the 45 and down to the 46. That'll be good enough for another first down for the Aces. Move the chains. They'll set the football, and the clock will start up again. Aces don't mind the clock running now. They're up by 8, and they've got the football and moving it up the field pretty well so far.
So I just want to let everyone know the scoreboard is back. Apparently we had a malfunction. The scoreboard icon was lit up on my screen, but as I just checked the rebroadcast as I can watch back, the scoreboard is back.
Okay.
So we had a malfunction on our end. I apologize for that, but the scoreboard is back.
All right. And we've been keeping people pretty well up to date with the scores. The nice thing about football is that it's not like volleyball or basketball where it's
5 seconds later you miss everything.
It's a constant flux, yeah. So, again, 21-13 our current score. Aces in the lead. They've got the ball. And a 2nd and 4 from the Fairview 48-yard line. And the ball hits the turf. Everybody's diving for it. I think the Aces got it back. It looked like it might have been a missed handoff between Balzer and Green. So the Aces maintain possession. It'll be 3rd down, and they'll lose ground back to their own 49-yard line to make it 3rd and 7 now. Balzer working the shotgun. Brody drops back, passes, caught, and diving ahead for the first down. Klima does it again, and he picks up the necessary yardage to move the chains. So again, Balzer to Klima, that little 6 to 8 yard shot to the sideline pays off yet again. It's been working very well for the Aces here tonight. And a flag And is it going to be a false start? It is. I'm going to give the Aces credit because to get this far in the game, and this is the first time that one of the Aces guys has moved on the hard count, is actually pretty good. There have been nights where that's happened to them 2 or 3 times. So that's the first time tonight that the Aces have got the false start called against them. Quick hitter from Balzer out to Langham. Langham makes the grab above his head, tucks the ball under, and it gets across the 50-yard line down to about the 47. So that'll bring up second down. Second and about 14, 15. So second and 14. .435 to go in the third quarter. Balls are rolling out. Balls are ball in the air. Almost intercepted by number 6 for the Apaches, Dawson Signs. And he wasn't able to get it. The Aces' intended receiver, Langham, wasn't able to get it. And it'll be incomplete, and that'll bring up third down. Balzer fakes the throw, takes it, and heads straight up the field and does not even get close to the yardage needed. Brody might have picked up a couple. He gets it to the 45-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down and about 12 for the Aces. And Balzer will drop back to punt. Kern will be the deep man for Fairview. Balzer, nice punt. And it's caught by Kern. Kern almost steps out of bounds. Kern on the sideline and stays on his feet across the 30. They'll bring him down at about the 33. There's a flag thrown. I think that when he caught the ball, his foot might have slid out of bounds. Nope, they've got so there's a flag on the field, and it looks like a block in the back or an illegal block, on Fairview. Okay. So that'll move him back from where he made the catch, half the distance to the goal line. Yikes. That's going to put the ball at about the 5-yard line when all is said and done. 3:47 to go here in quarter number 3. Week number 9 of varsity football action here in the state of Ohio. So, Fairview starts 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Brevin Williams, and they'll blow that one dead. And that's going to be encroachment on the Aces. So they're offsides, and that'll give the Apaches 5 yards the easy way. So that'll give Fairview a little breathing room. And they'll be facing a 1st and 5 now, move the ball out to the 10-yard line. Excuse me. Stupid cold. Brevin Williams under center. It's a direct snap, however. it does not go to Williams. They direct snap it to Lashaway, I believe, number 34. And he doesn't get much for the effort. Pickup of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Williams hands it off. And again, scrum forms after about a yard or so, and the Aces bring him down. That was Grinnell Dennis. And Dennis. And looks like they're going to give Dennis about 3. So it'll be 3rd and 1. So he did better than I thought he did. I only thought he got a yard or 2. But Grinnell Dennis picks up 3 and gives the Apaches a manageable 3rd and 1. As we're closing in on the 2-minute mark here of quarter number 3. Williams hands it off again. And that'll go to number 34, Adam Lashaway. Or was that 24? Well, Fairview gets a first down. I couldn't see whether that was 24 or 34. I think it was probably 24. Grinnell Dennis.
It was number 34.
Was
I was hearing the field announcer, and that's why I was looking for his
Lashaway,
name.
okay. That time the ball carried by Giebers. Giebers gets about 4. So 2nd and 6 now for Fairview. They're down by 8. So again, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion makes it a tie game. Apaches come up to the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Minute to go in quarter number 3. Williams gets taken down in the backfield. Oh my. That's 64, Gabe Rodriguez. Gabriel got back there and took Brevin Williams to the turf. That's a huge loss. So that's going to make it 3rd and about 16 for Fairview. They need to get the ball out to about the 33-yard line to be able to move the chains. Ball right now is on the 17 or the 16. Timeout Fairview. So the Apaches are going to call their first timeout of this second half with 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. And you know, I'd almost think that maybe just let the quarter expire, and that way you can talk about it at the quarter break and save the timeout. But either way, again, that's why I'm an announcer, not a coach. We've got some time here. Again, our platinum level underwriting supporter that helps underwrite all of our operations here at Hicksville Community Television, all of our programming across all of our platforms, is ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. They're located on Industrial Drive. Terrific, and the stuff that they do is really, really cool. It's a wide variety. You can find out more about the many solutions they have. That's what it's all about, ARC Solutions, the solutions they have for business and industry, by checking them out online at www.arcsolinc.com. I want to thank them so very much. again, for their diamond or their platinum level support of all of our operations at HIX-TV, our good friends Denny Vetter and all the gang at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. Here we go. It's a 3rd and very long for the Apaches. Williams in trouble again, and they got him by the wrist, and he's gonna finally throw it, and it's gonna be incomplete. Brevin Williams was flirting with getting a safety as he was back around his own goal line. He finally hurled it out of there. It's going to fall incomplete. And again, lucky that it was not intercepted. It was kind of like up for grabs. And they'll get it all sorted out. We'll switch ends of the field, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. We've played 3, and it's the homestanding Aces leading the visiting Fairview Apaches 21-13, our score after 3 quarters of play. Time to say another thank you, this time to our diamond level underwriter with us for 13 years and counting now, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand new pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection on the lots. Or you can check the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. And remember, it's always, always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. So happy to have them as one of our diamond level underwriters. Remember, whenever you see Aces Sports action on Hicksville Community Television, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. 12 minutes in regulation. Left to go in this football game. And the Apaches getting ready to punt it away. Lashaway standing just outside of his end zone. This is where you definitely do not want a bad snap. Lashaway puts his foot into it. It's a high arcing one, and it's caught and immediately tackled. Caught at about the 42-yard line, and again, immediate tackle. It was Langham that made the grab. And we'll see where they're going to mark it. It's going to be, it looks like about the 45-yard line. And that's indeed where they will place the nose of the football. So 1st and 10 Aces at the Fairview 45-yard line. Balzer fakes it and then throws it downfield. Caught and taken down at the 10-yard line. What a great catch. That was Stuckey. Owen made the grab at about the 15 and was able to take it down near the 10. 1st and 10 Aces from the 11. So the student section is re-energized. Balzer takes the snap. Brody hangs on to the ball himself. Spin move. Powers it down near the 5. We'll see how close that he got. Looks like it's going to be just shy. It might be the 6-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 6. Make that 2nd and 5 from the 6, excuse me. So the football not quite to the 5-yard line. Snap to Balzer, throws it back across, caught. And Klima takes it into the end zone one more time. from 4 or 5 yards out, whatever you want to call it. Klima into the end zone, touchdown Aces. They go up now by 14, 27-13 with the conversion attempt pending. So the Aces looking to add. And okay. Need to get the appropriate people out and in place and get the ball snapped. And the kick is up and good. So Camacho does it again, makes it 28-13. Aces up by 15. So it's a 2-score advantage for the Aces now. Fairview would need to score 2 touchdowns and 1 2-point conversion to get the 15 points to tie it, or they'd have to do 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions to take the lead. So the Aces can breathe a little bit easier now, but they're not out of it yet. 10:42, and we've seen that this Fairview team is capable of moving the ball down the field and doing it quickly. So there's still a lot of time to play a lot of football in this game. So we're not going to count any eggs before they're hatched here tonight. Hey, coming up next week, it is the start of the OHSAA State Volleyball Tournament in Ohio, with sectional play getting underway. And Hicksville High School will be hosting a sectional. They will begin with action on Tuesday night of next week, but the Lady Aces will not be playing. They have a first-round bye. The game to keep an eye on Tuesday night will be the one between Montpelier and Eden. The winner of that game will advance to the sectional final, where they will play the Lady Aces at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday night, a game that we plan to have for you live on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. Squib kick, rolls down, grabbed, and he touched his knee as soon as he picked up the ball. That was Brett Grine, and Grine got the ball in hand, but when he did, he went down and touched his knee at about the 35-yard line, and he's down. So it'll be Apache's ball, 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Should the Lady Aces win their sectional final next week on Thursday, then they'll advance to district level play, and that means we have to pay a visit to my old friend Jerry Beauty over at Defiance High School. That'd be kind of cool.
Yes. I always got to say, I love it whenever we go to Defiance and all of our tournament sites.
Yeah. And there's Grinnell Dennis with the carry. And Grinnell Dennis takes it to the 41-yard line. Gain of about 6 to make it 2nd and 4. You don't fool me. Jerry's got his wife helps him out, and he often does hospitality rooms.
Yes, the macaroni and cheese.
So people from the media and the officials and the members for the team, the athletic directors, whatever,
Mrs. Beauty's
get to
famous
go
mac and cheese.
Get to go to the hospitality room, and that's all Christopher cares about.
So I always say Mrs. Beauty does make a very good mac and cheese. I have not found anybody that can beat her mac and cheese.
So if I get an email now from Coach Beauty over at Defiance, ask me what the heck I'm doing now. He's got to ask his wife to make macaroni and cheese because everybody's saying they can't wait to taste it. And she didn't want to do it. Then that's on you, man.
Okay.
I'll have to throw you under the bus for that one.
Okay.
But the main thing is whether there's hospitality or not, we just hope the Lady Aces make it to the district.
Yes.
Intercepted by the Aces. Let's see if we can see who got the football.
Number 3, Robson
Number
Graber.
3, Graber makes the INT. So I think that makes us just about even on turnovers here tonight. So the Aces get the ball back, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Apaches. And the Apaches see what looked to be a pretty good offensive series kind of go up in smoke right there. Balzer airing it out, and he throws it short. Klima, the intended receiver, and it falls about 2-3 yards shy of where he was located. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Clock stops the incomplete pass, 9:07 to go. Balzer, another quick throw out to the sideline, and that's hit, and I think it was after the catch, and that would be a fumble, and it is. That was number 18, that was Stuckey, that made the catch, then got hit, dropped the ball, and Fairview recovers. So they trade turnovers in this series. 8:59, and it's back to 1st and 10 Fairview at the Apaches' 35-yard line. Okay. They'll come up to the line. Williams pitches it back to Grinnell Dennis. And Grinnell Dennis will get out to, maybe made it, looks like they're going to say he made it back to the line of scrimmage and then got turned back, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Again, they're planning on fireworks after the game tonight. The winds have died down, and it is not raining, so they're saying that they're hoping to start those within a minute or two of the game ending. So we'll see how that works out. We'll be here. Don't know how well the fireworks would register on our camera, but we can give it a shot. Williams dropping back, ball in the air, caught. That's Grinnell Dennis, and he'll get out across the 40-yard line to about the 42. Nice gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 for the Apaches. So 3rd and 3 from their own 42-yard line now for Fairview. Williams dropping back again. He's pursued a little bit, and is that an interception? It is. Diving catch.
They're just trading at this
point. From the Aces. That time it was Klima that got it. So Klima gets himself an interception. And we'll switch things around again.
Coach Smith looking like he's directing an airplane out there going in.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right, I come this way. Looks like he's directing an airliner.
We'll have to, hopefully he's able to keep, he's going to have to, he's been going back and forth between offensive and defensive signals. Hopefully he's got them straight.
I think we need to give him some of those light sticks.
That'll be Balzer hanging on to the football, and he'll take it inside the 35-yard line down to about the 34. Pickup of about 4, it looks like. Bring up 2nd and about 6 for the Aces. As we approach the 7-minute mark left in regulation here in this game. Aces up by 15, 28-13 our score. Which hopefully you can still see up in the corner of your screen. Brody Balzer working out of the shotgun again. Balzer going to hang on to it himself a second time. Leaps forward, gets inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line, which would be good enough for a first down, and it is. So Balzer advances the ball to the Apaches, 27-yard line. Getting everything set and ready to go. All right. Reached the halfway point of quarter number 4. 6 minutes down, 6 to go. Balzer, another quarterback keeper, Brody, puts the stiff arm out in front of him and gets as far as the 25-yard line. He'll be brought up short at that point. A gain of a couple. Call it 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 for the Aces. Clock running. It's in the Aces' favor, so no one's got an issue with it tonight. Balzer, Green the split back beside it. Not Green, excuse me. That's. Well, it doesn't matter. Balzer hangs on to it himself again. Graber was the man beside him, by the way, number 3.
Just want to let everybody know, because I see this is coming across camera, that flash you are seeing is not a light or anything like that. Somebody has a flash photography camera that has a really good flash. So it is being seen across the whole.
It's got like one of those daylight flash bulbs.
Yes,
So.
Very high flash. I just wanted to make that clear,
There is no lightning.
Yes, I would hope not.
No. Nope, like I said, there's, I guess, a chance we could see some rain move into Northwest Ohio, but that's not anticipated till after 11 o'clock tonight. Balzer, quick handoff. That's to Graber. Graber goes inside the 20. Bronson Graber, the sophomore, take it to the 17-yard line. And an official timeout as they're checking to see if they need a measurement or if that's going to be good enough for a first down. And they're going to bring out the chain gang. So our first measurement of the night. And we'll see whether the Aces got it or not. It was... And they're short by 3 inches.
Well, I think I might know what the Aces are going to do.
So it'll be 4th and inches for Hicksville. 4:19 to go in the fourth quarter, up by 15. I don't know. You think maybe this would be an opportunity? Let's see if Camacho can kick the three-pointer from this distance, or are they going to go for it?
Actually, my guess was they were going to bring out George Green, but I'm not.
Not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing George Green. And do they have some of the JV players out there for the Aces?
They might have some of the younger players.
Yeah, I see some of the younger players out there.
Like I said, it's Bronson Graber, the split back. And that guy, they finally get him to jump.
Well, there's the inches they needed.
So that'll be first down for the Aces. And here comes George Green now. Okay, yeah, somebody needed to come off. I was thinking, wait a minute, they got 12 men on the field right now. So finally it was Stuckey that was like, oh, and off the field he came. All right. Balzer A flag is thrown, and there's another flag, and they'll drop him about the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the yellow laundry is. It's going to be a hold against the Aces. So that'll back him up 10 from the spot of the foul, which they're indicating that occurred at about the 17, 18-yard line. So that should move him back to about the 27, 28-yard line. .332 to go here in the fourth quarter. Aces with the ball. They're down to about the 12-yard line, but a holding call is going to back them up. Officials having a brief discussion with the Fairview sideline. And they are confirming that it was a hold against the Aces. And that will back Hicksville up again to the about the 28-yard line, it looks like. First down and a long way to go. So on 1st and 25, Graber will get the carry, and he'll take it to the 25-yard line, a pickup of about 3. That'll make it 2nd and about 22. And we'll get the clock rolling again, which may be the more important thing. Graber will come off the field. Green will come back on. Green's going to get the carry. And George is going to muscle down to about the 22-yard line. And the Apaches, with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go, call their second timeout of the second half. They'll have one remaining. Well, we want to wish all of the cross-country runners the very best, as the GMC cross-country tournament will be taking place tomorrow, or the cross-country, the GMC meet, I guess I should say, taking place tomorrow. I believe that's down in Edgerton. What's the park there called? I want to say Friends or Friendly Park, but I'm not sure. It's a park in Edgerton. So, again, we want to wish everybody the best in that competition. Not going to be able to cover it because I have a HIX-TV board meeting tomorrow morning, and I really can't miss it, I'm afraid. And since Christopher has not yet got his driver's license, I can't give him a camera and tell him to drive down to Edgerton. Maybe next year.
Yes, I'm in the process of getting that.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time. But anyway, so we won't be covering that, but we want to wish everyone the very best at the cross-country GMC meet on Saturday morning. Back to the football game. Snap to Balzer. Brody with the ball. Bounces off a couple of defenders. Turns upfield. Dives across the 20, it looks like. Down to about the 19. And another timeout called immediately, it looks like, by the Apaches. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 17 for the Aces. So the Apaches calling a timeout to see what the Aces, I mean, if I were the Aces, like I said, it'd be a pretty good distance. I don't know if Camacho's got the leg for it to try the field goal. But that would be option number 1. Make it a 3-possession game. Option number 2, of course, would be to just take the snap and get what you can. If you don't make 17 yards, you're still going to turn it over to the Apaches deep in their own territory, and you'll take some more seconds off of that clock. So that'll be that much less time for the Apaches to work with. So a couple of options for the Aces. So yeah, after tonight, our next live stream will be coming up on Monday, and that'll be coming to you from Hicksville Schools. Christopher will have live coverage of the October Hicksville Exempted Village Schools School Board meeting starting at 5:30 tomorrow on Monday afternoon. I'll be over at the Village Council meeting at 6 on Mediacom Channel 12, carrying that live. Balzer drops back. He's going for all the marbles. And it's over the head and a flag thrown in the end zone. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see what they call. Klima went up. He was being defended by number 3, DeAndre Hastings. And it kind of looked that he jumped up to catch the ball. And then when he came down, he sort of flipped over Hastings, who just happened to be there. I don't know if that would really be, well, they're going to say defensive pass interference. Okay.
That's what the Aces just needed.
Like I said, I'm not sure if that really impeded, but maybe there was something else that went on before that they threw the flag for. There were a couple of defenders down there around Klima. I'm not going to second-guess the officials.
Officials are actually now going to have a conversation about it.
The Fairview coach is out about 10 feet onto the field, and they've motioned him to step back. He is. They're figuring out the distance, and they're going to place the ball at the 10-yard line. And it should be.
Oh, not 1st and 10.
Like I said, they're saying, well, the scoreboard says 1st and 10 from the 12. The chain gang is saying 4th down. And there's a catch in the end zone, a pop, and another flag after Klima hits the turf. So we got another flag on the play, and again in the end zone as Klima's going for a catch to score the touchdown.
We'll see what the foul is.
And the Fairview coach is kind of beside himself, wanting to know just what the heck is going on.
I saw a personal foul motion from the
No,
official who threw the flag.
We will see what the. I'm not sure what that is.
From what I saw, I'm going to take a guess either unsportsmanlike conduct or.
No, it wasn't a technical type foul.
Or illegal contact.
It's half the distance to the goal line as they'll move it to the 5-yard line. So whatever it was either a 5-yard penalty or it was half the distance to the goal. So I don't know if it was a push off, if it was an illegal. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't exactly familiar with the hand signal that he gave.
Yes, I've never seen that hand signal before.
So we'll have to check that on the replay later. Or you can text Christopher in the comments.
Or I'll contact George Green, my friend, and see what that
we'll find out what it was. But if you know, you can let us know. Incomplete in the corner.
Oh, I just realized I also gave the Aces 1st down.
Yep. So the chain gang has still got it as a 4th down. They've made it a 1st down, and now it should be a 2nd down. And it might be 2nd and goal.
Seems like the chain gang's a little bit confused.
So they're going to say, I'm going to say it's 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. And if I'm wrong, shame on me. But So now it looks like it's going to be, so it must have been 4th down, and now it's the Apaches' ball. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so it was a 4th down. The Aces did not convert, and now it's 1st and 10 from the 5 for the Fairview Apaches. And again, it was really confusing with the
scoreboard having different than the chain
yeah,
game.
the
Officials
so
having a different.
I apologize for that. And I should be able to keep track, so it's nobody's bad but mine. Williams dropping back, rolling out, ball in the air, picked off by the Aces. Intercepted at the 20-yard line. They're saying no, hit the ground. Incomplete. Oh, man.
That could have been real bad.
Klima's like holding the ball going, hey, look, I got it. It's right here in my hand. And they're like, no. They're pretty adamant that hit the turf. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Apaches with 1:07 to go in the game. Aces looking to pick up win number 2 here tonight. If the Apaches had managed to pull off a win, they'd have made a 3-way tie for last place in the GMC. But the Aces will bounce up a little bit. And unfortunately, Fairview will stay right at the bottom of the heap. Williams, ball caught out to the 10-yard line. And to the 12, and down looks to be about the 13, maybe 14-yard line. I think it was number 21 with the carry. That was Dylan Giebers. Giebers gets him a 4th and 2. Obviously going for it. Williams right up the buck. And I knew that was going to happen before this night was through. The out-of-nowhere coughing fit. I apologize. Williams with a good carry across the 20. And that'll get the Apaches a fresh set of downs. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop the clock. And Fairview has no timeouts. So they cannot stop the clock. And we're down to 12 seconds. Ball is dropped. DeAndre Hastings not able to hang on to it. So the clock will stop on the incompletion with 9 seconds left. Only 9 seconds away from victory number 2 for the Aces here on their home field tonight. Improved their record to 2-7 on the season, and they will be 2-4 in the Green Meadows Conference. Apaches, unfortunately, are going to fall to 0-9 and 0-6 in the GMC. Williams, ball caught. 3-2-1. And he's tackled inbounds. That's the end of the game. Ball was carried by Caden Kern, and they kept Kern on his feet and didn't take him down until time expired. And with that, it's all over. Your final score tonight from here at Aces Field. It's the homestanding Apaches. Listen to me.
Homestanding
Aces picking up their second win of the season as they knock off the visiting Apaches 28-13, the final score. I was trying to watch out of the corner of my eye to see if there's going to be fireworks going off yet. But the teams will congratulate each other. And the Aces on Army National Guard night.
Oh, and
there we go. We can hear them
behind us. Here, let me see if I can get this.
Like I said, I don't know if we can see them or not.
You can get a little. There you go. I can give you somewhat of a little bit of a view.
There you go. So the crowd seems to be enjoying it. So we'll just keep it going here with the fireworks in the background.
So
there's no music or anything like that.
Yeah.
But this is a celebration, not of the win. Well, partially, obviously, now because of the win, yeah. But also, again, to celebrate the school and the terrific job that everyone at Hicksville Exempted Village Schools has done. The new state report card that just came out, they did about as good as you could do. They're ranked number 13 overall in the entire state of Ohio, I believe. A blue ribbon school, a 4-star or 5-star school, whatever. So they decided that they were going to celebrate tonight. They had a tailgate for the staff of the school, everything before the game. And then this fireworks to celebrate for everybody, the entire community. Just because, again, the school makes no secret of the fact that the community is an important part of their team, along with the teachers and the administrators, and the staff, the support people, and students. And it's just a great celebration for the Hicksville community. And kind of a thrill, kind of cool. Almost makes you feel like you're in an NFL stadium or something.
if you look at the middle of the field, all the cheerleaders, marching band members,
Yeah, they're all
just laying down watching.
Yeah, it's almost like 4th of July or something.
They're all freaking out every time, throwing their arms up.
So, a great way to wrap up a fun night of football here at Aces Field. So, as the fireworks, I'm not sure if they're done or not. We're going to just sort of wait and see. We have no idea how long it was going to last.
Oh,
or
and here
how
comes
many.
the grand finale.
Yeah, there's some sparklers going off, and there we go. Look at that. Almost makes me wish I'd invested in that 1/10 of a mile long HDMI cable, because I could have just had you run out there.
1/10 of a mile. Yes, we'll get a ladder and I'll climb out of this window.
Yeah, there we go.
Give me a step stool.
Like I said, we're giving you the best shot that we have available to us here.
And actually, it's not too bad of a shot.
Lights up that water tower pretty good every now and then, and you can get a real sort of a feel for what's going on. Ooh, that was going to be a big one. I could tell that, yeah.
You could tell all the players gave up on putting their arms up after every single
true.
firework. Their arms have gotten
I don't know.
tired.
I don't know if you're going to be able to hear. Yeah, hopefully you can hear in the background through our microphones, on the headset microphones, the banging and the popping or whatever. So. You can see that now they've got the ground. So pretty neat thing, again, that Hicksville Schools has done to celebrate themselves and do something kind of nice for the community. And it doesn't hurt that it comes at the end of a game where the Aces, again, are victorious when all is said and done this evening. It sounds like they're still shooting them off.
Yes. I just imagine Eric Bassett over there lighting them off manually, having to run every single one.
Well, we saw Scott Kramer here earlier.
Yes,
He's
and a couple of uniformed firemen were here
he's the fire chief here. And for those of you who are not from Hicksville who are watching, Scott Kramer is our fire chief. And I'm sure that part of the reason why he was here tonight was to sort of keep an eye on making sure that everything is good. And that's simply because I don't know if you were aware, but the National Weather Service had issued a
red flag
warning saying that the conditions were okay for perhaps there being field fires or brush fires with low humidity and so forth. So I'm sure with that in mind, they're making doubly and triply sure that this is going off safely tonight. As well they should. So like I said, we can sort of hear the mortars firing them off, so we can kind of tell when there's more coming. I don't know if you can hear it at home or not, but.
Oh, that was a big one.
So yeah, quite the fireworks show.
Yes.
So, and of course there'll be another fireworks show coming up in December, I believe, out at the Christmas cruise through. They always have a night of fireworks as well.
Yes, actually, and you might actually see me out there at the Christmas cruise through. I signed up to help with traffic.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you can help me. If we can work things out, we can do our usual drive through the cruise through.
Maybe you can do it live.
Yeah, maybe. We won't be able to play the Christmas music in the background if we do it live.
Yes.
But that's okay. You can hum carols or something.
Yeah. Singing with Christopher Warner. That's what everyone wants to hear.
You can do the Grinch song pretty good.
Hey, I did choir for 1 year.
Yeah.
So who said I passed it, but I did choir. That's the real. All right, now I'm pretty sure this is the finale. Now I've said that 3 times
now. They're going
now,
to
but
town now.
I just imagine Eric is sprinting to every single one.
Look at him go.
Okay, now I'm really sure this is the grand finale.
Oh, I hear another one fired. Well, I just got a message from my friend, from Coach Siebenaller.
Yes.
And she let me know that par on the course was 70 today, and Kenzie shot a 12 over 82. She's very happy with it, and again, she's in the top 15 at this point. So.
We'll have to post that.
So, yeah, we, again, congratulations to Kenzie, and she has her second round coming up tomorrow, and hopefully Coach Siebenaller will let us know how she finishes up with that one as well. And she said that aside from that, they're all having a really good time down in Columbus. Wow. Look at that. That's sort of like. Maybe this is the finale, Chris.
I don't know anymore at this point. I give up.
Yeah, we're just going to, when it stops, we'll know. My goodness. Oh. If you have really good speakers, you could feel those. Everybody's standing up and jumping up, so I think maybe that's the end of it. That was the showstopper right there. And if we see Christopher move the camera really quickly back over in that direction, it's because there's more fireworks going on. But we're going to assume that was it. So we're pleased to be able to bring you a little extra special coverage here tonight. And with that, we're going to wrap things up. Again, we just want to let you know our next live stream here on Hicksville Community Television will be coming up on Monday. And again, that'll be on the HIX-TV Facebook page, and that'll be the coverage of the school board meeting for the month of October. And, of course, if you have Mediacom Channel 12, I will be at the Village Council meeting. That'll be live on Mediacom 12. And we'll have the replay coming up a day or so after that on, again, on all of the other platforms, on the YouTube video on demand and on the SMTA Channel 8 as well. So look forward to that. Again, sectional softball begins on Tuesday at Hicksville, but the Aces are not playing. So we will not have any volleyball action for you on Tuesday night. But on Thursday, that's when our next sports live stream will come your way, and that will be the sectional final game between the Hicksville Lady Aces and the winner of the sectional semifinal match between Montpelier and Eden. The Aces have played both of those schools before, and they have won both of those matches earlier in the season. So we're got our fingers crossed that it'll be a good finish to the sectional, and perhaps the Lady Aces will be advancing on to district play at Defiance the following week. And also kind of excited because we are going to do something new at that volleyball game, or the volleyball match. We're going to have a new twist to our coverage, and that is that Stephanie Mazur is going to be joining me, and between the two of us, we're going to attempt to do play-by-play for volleyball for the first time ever. Stephanie knows way more about volleyball than me, so she might even be doing the play-by-play, and I might be doing the color. But we'll look forward to that, and I want to thank her in advance for helping us out, and hopefully she has a good time. She'll be willing to come with us to Defiance even if it fits into her schedule. She's a busy gal, but so, yeah, we will look forward to that. And, of course, we will be back here 1 week from today for week number 10 action. It'll be senior night as the Aces will wrap up the regular season for high school football by entertaining the Tenora Rams. So until then, we want to again thank all of our underwriters making our coverage possible from Aces Field tonight. Our platinum level underwriting supporter, ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located on Industrial Drive and online at www.arcsolinc.com. And all of our diamond level underwriting supporters as well, thanks to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and also online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. And finally, thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Give them a call at 419-542-6218 for information about flu shots, COVID boosters, or anything else you'd like to know. They'll be happy to help you out. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Thanks to all of them. Thanks also again to the Hicksville Athletic Department for giving us the space and allowing us to be here to live stream the action for you tonight. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope that you enjoyed our coverage from Aces Field this evening. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Once again, your final score tonight was the Aces defeating the Fairview Apaches 28-13, the final score. For Chris Warner running the camera and overseeing the OBS software, I'm Bill Murphy, Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.